Your brain isn't the only thing that thinks. Every atom that forms it once belonged to a star that burned, collapsed, and gave its matter back to space. Somehow, after billions of years, that same stardust is now questioning itself, wondering where it came from. Maybe the universe didn't create life by accident. Maybe it created us to finally understand what it is. For most of human history, we saw the universe as a silent stage, a vast mechanical clockwork of matter and energy. But modern science paints a stranger picture, a universe built not just of substance, but of information. And information is never passive. It moves, it organizes, it computes. In the quantum realm, even the smallest particle behaves as if it knows something about its environment. It responds, collapses, changes, depending on what's observed. At the deepest level, the universe is not a collection of things. It's a web of relations, constantly exchanging data. Physicist John Wheeler once said, "Bit from bit." But meaning every particle, every field, every force arises from binary choices, the yes or no questions asked by the fabric of reality. The universe, in his view, is not built of matter, but of information being processed. Every interaction, be it a photon hitting an electron, a neuron firing in your brain, is an act of computation, a fundamental decision. From this perspective, reality is a cosmic computer. But a question follows: if the universe processes information, who or what interprets it? If there is no observer, does the computation still mean anything? In quantum physics, the act of observation changes what's being observed. A particle exists in a cloud of possibilities until it's measured. Then the wave collapses into a definite state. This strange rule has forced physicists to confront a disturbing idea that consciousness may be woven into the fabric of reality itself. Without observation, there is no collapse, no definite world. Does that mean the universe requires awareness to exist? Most physicists resist that interpretation, yet they admit something equally profound. Even without human observers, interactions between particles act as measurements. Reality observes itself. In a sense, the universe is its own witness. This leads to a provocative hypothesis called Panpsychism, the idea that consciousness is not produced by the brain, but is a fundamental feature of existence, like space or time. According to this view, every particle carries a glimmer of experience, an inner state that, when organized in complex systems, gives rise to the rich awareness we call mind. Your thoughts, then, are not exceptions in the cosmos. They're the universe folded back upon itself, thinking locally. At first glance, this sounds mystical, but even neuroscience hints at a similar truth. Your brain doesn't create consciousness out of nothing. It reorganizes information patterns that already exist in nature. The same electrical and quantum interactions that animate your neurons occur everywhere. In stars, in atoms, in empty space. Perhaps consciousness doesn't emerge from matter. Perhaps matter is what consciousness looks like from the outside. If the universe can compute, self-organize, and evolve complexity, could it also learn? Look at the history of life. Atoms became molecules, molecules became cells, cells became brains. And brains, through curiosity, built telescopes to look back at the atoms they once were. That loop, where matter observes itself, is one of the most astonishing features of existence. It suggests that evolution is not just biological, it's cosmic, self-reference. Through us, the universe has gained the ability to contemplate itself. We are the eyes through which it becomes aware that it exists. As Carl Sagan said, we are a way for the cosmos to know itself. But what if this isn't metaphorical? What if awareness really is the natural endpoint of cosmic evolution? Not an accident, but a pattern. Consider the way complexity scales in the universe. A single atom can't think. A cell processes information, a brain thinks, but scale this up again. Billions of conscious beings connected through networks, constantly exchanging data, and you get a planetary-level system of cognition. Humanity itself begins to resemble a neural network on a global scale. Some scientists have called this the planetary mind, Earth thinking through its organisms. And if awareness emerges from the organization of information, then what happens when we apply that principle to the entire cosmos? Galaxies, stars, and black holes all exchange information through gravity, light, and quantum entanglement. At the largest scale, the universe forms an interconnected network, eerily similar to a cosmic brain. Simulations have even shown that the distribution of galaxies in the universe statistically mirrors the structure of neurons in the human brain. If that resemblance isn't coincidence, then the universe may be more than a structure. It may be an organism. Modern theories like integrated information theory, IIT, and Friston's free energy principle both imply that consciousness corresponds to systems that minimize surprise, systems that continuously update their internal models of reality. A brain does this, but so does a galaxy adjusting its orbits, or a star stabilizing its fusion. Every stable system is, in some sense, learning how to persist in existence. If consciousness is the ability to model oneself and the world, then even the universe, through its physical laws, constantly predicts and balances itself. In this way, the universe behaves like a mind maintaining coherence over time. Its expansion, entropy, and structure are not random chaos. They are information flows seeking equilibrium. If the universe is self-aware, it redefines our place in it. We are not separate observers watching from the outside, we are part of the process of observation itself. When we look into the night sky, we are the universe's awareness reflecting inward. When we ask, what is consciousness? It is not we who are asking, and it is the cosmos asking itself that question through human form. This idea is not mystical, it's recursive. It's the recognition that self-awareness may simply be what happens when information becomes complex enough to look back at its source. So maybe the universe doesn't think like a brain or feel emotions. Maybe its intelligence is silent, a vast computation that spans time itself. From quantum fluctuations to galaxies, from neurons to dreams, it's the same principle unfolding. Information striving to know itself. What we call mind might just be the echo of that process at human scale. And what we call reality might be the grand narrative of awareness expanding through matter. The more we learn, the more the universe seems less like a machine and more like a thought. Perhaps we are not small parts of a cold, indifferent cosmos. Perhaps we are the neurons of something much greater, a living universe thinking through us. And if that's true, then our curiosity, our search for meaning, our need to understand are not human quirks. They are cosmic instincts, the universe's way of remembering itself. If this changed the way you see reality, subscribe to Deep Science, where every question opens another universe.